the Lord. That means that the breath that he has put in my body, I'm going to give it back to him in praise. I'm going to give it back to him in worship. I'm going to give it back to him in thanksgiving. So before I go any further, I just got to ask you, can you try to give him the praise that he's talking about? Talking about. I'm talking about praising him to all the Fred and all the Spurgeon and all the Silsby and all the Woodville and all the Tyler County and all the Hardin County can hear that there is a God in and among his people. I'll tell you something. The Father has put in my heart a genuine love for all of his people. An absolute genuine love for all of his people. And when I look around this sanctuary, I don't see anything but my brothers and my sisters. And I'm grateful to the Father for who he is and for what he does. I have something that is in my heart that I want to really share with you. And the Father kept on talking to me and share my heart in this time and in this day and in this age that we're in about the reality of his love. And so good about his love today, but I'm going to talk about it, Brother Robert, the way he gave it to me is from the aspect of the idea the Father has given to this body of believers. The Father does nothing without purpose. I've learned that whenever a name was given to a child, quite often they would wait until the 8th day after the child had been circumcised, and they would give the child a name. And often the name would be given, and that name would speak to the identity. About it was almost like a prophetic sense would come upon that parent that would really speak to why the name was given. You know, the name that we love so much, the name of that God saves. So he says, you shall call his name Jesus. Why? His purpose is Luke chapter 10. Here in Fred, Texas, the Father gave through his revelation a name of this particular body of believers, and I all have to say it's Good Samaritan. And there is an identity that the Father has given to this body of believers. It's a destiny. And I heard that word. I was like, Lord, I praise you. Spoke to me out there earlier. That the reality is sometimes we pay too much attention to the history that we don't focus on the destiny. Oh my gosh, we need to be aware of the history, but we need to understand that there is a destiny that far supersedes, that far outweighs the history and his intention. Knows what the destiny is. Right? We in captivity for 70 years, but don't forget, I'm going to remember my word to you. I'm going to remember my promise to you. And although you're going to be in this captivity, I want you to know I know the thoughts I think toward you. Thoughts of peace and not of evil to you. In. There's a destiny that is up ahead of us. So the Father's giving because his nation and the way his nature is, he speaks the end at the beginning. Oh, he speaks the end at the beginning. One of the most wonderful things, Brother Robert, that I understand about God, and the Lord reminded me of it by something that used to happen between my mother and I. When I was young, and my mom would be in the front of the house, right? And I remember that what would happen is every now and then my mom would call my name. Well, when my mom called my name, the purpose for her calling my name was so that I could change my location. It meant that her purpose for calling